Hey everyone! So, the theme that I chose for my persuasive speech is the overly common ailment stress. But today I'm going to be focusing more specifically on work related stress and if it can shorten your lifespan. So, stress is something that an estimated 8.3 million American adults suffer from on a daily basis. And of that 8.3 million Americans, 73% of those Americans stated that their stress was work induced. So that brings us to the question, can work induced stress ultimately take years off your lifespan? So when a person is under constant stress, their body is never able to shut off its stress response and it cannot calm itself down. Well, if the body can't calm itself down, it can lead to negative health effects such as the immune system shutting down, high blood pressure, rises in sugar levels, excess amounts of stress hormone being released into the bloodstream. Those constant responses from the body due to this stress can cause negative effects such as diabetes, heart disease, drops in serotonin levels, causing some people to be insomniacs or be fatigued. It can cause depression, weight gain, things along those lines. And when the body is repeatedly put through those negative health effects, it can begin to wear away at our health and ultimately take years off of our lifespan. So that brings us right back to our question. Can work-induced stress shorten our lifespan? The answer, yes, it can. Stress, no matter the cause, is going to cause the same response within the body, whether it be from a relationship, work, something within you. It's still stress and your body's still going to react the same. It's still going to wear away at your health and it's still ultimately going to cut years off your lifespan. I chose this topic today because, as I mentioned earlier, stress and more importantly, work-induced stress is very common within Americans, and it's something that we all face on a daily basis. And it's something that people should know that they're not alone with, and many people do feel alone. Well, I'm here to tell you you shouldn't. And you're actually strongly encouraged to seek help for this type of stress, whether it's through somebody that you trust, being a friend or a relative, or whether it's through professional help with a therapist. People consider work-related stress to be something minor, something that's it's not worth getting help over. It's not worth taking extra time out of your day to sit there and try to get attended to because it's work. You have to deal with it. But that's not the case. Work-related stress might seem minor, but it can turn into major, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally. It takes serious effects on people. Mentally, being that it can cause you to be depressed. It can take a toll on your mind. Physically, it can cause, like I was mentioning earlier, health effects. It can give you diabetes. It can cause heart issues. Emotionally, it can cause you to be sad. It can cause you to be upset all the time, not have as good as a professional demeanor at work because you're stressed from work. You don't want that, and you don't want to feel like that. So it's important that people who go through this stress seek that help. You don't want it to turn into something that could have been controlled when you first figured out, hey, I have this wrong with me. A lot of people think that work-related stress isn't something that's worthy of learning about. Well, you are incorrect. There's a lot of things that you can learn from learning about work-related stress. You can learn the signs, symptoms, and triggers, coping mechanisms, different therapy types that could be potentially helpful, and so on. It can help someone to not only recognize the work-related stress within themselves, but it can also help someone else to recognize, hey, this person, I feel like they might suffer from work-related stress. Let me assist them a little bit. Let me just talk to them and try and brighten their day, try to help them out a little bit so they're not as stressed. Learning about this kind of stress isn't just beneficial to an individual, it can be beneficial to other people. So I do strongly encourage a person to educate themselves on work-related stress. That is my persuasive speech. I hope you all learned something about this today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.